Hello everyone. These days you can get just about any flavor of brew or ale that you like. Any alcoholic beverage comes in many different flavors. Back in the day it didn't used to be like that. We've had a recent explosion of craft brews, and if you were to go into some sort of hipster part of the city, you'd be hard pressed to find some of the old classics like Bud Light or Natty Light. You'd more likely find something along the lines of a hard cider or a hard root beer, or a hard grapefruit. The fact of the matter is, back in the day, you didn't have all this variety. If you were to go out to a place and they would say, would you like to have a beer? It would probably be something more along the lines of this. Or if you wanted something else, it would probably be, a harder drink, like maybe a tequila or a vodka. But these typically were kind of considered more for guys. Girls are into that sort of thing too, but when it came to flavor for a more girly-ish drink, they would typically stick to wines like this white muscadine wine, or I'm going to go ahead and butcher this here, this Chateau Savannah, or a good old-fashioned big-ass jug of Burgundy Red. But back in those days, you couldn't really get a flavored ale, and a drink came along that sort of changed things. And I don't know if it was the first one to do this. It was the first one I was aware of, and it's called Zima. I was never able to try Zima when I was a kid because I wasn't 21 yet, and it kind of got discontinued before I was old enough to actually try it. So it passed on into obscurity, and I was always left wondering, what did it taste like? The original flavored ale, the one that brought beers and flavors other than beer flavor together to give pretty much a beer for girls. Well, I'm not a girl, but oh, thank God it's a twist top. I don't have a pop top around me. Well, first impression on the smell, it does smell like a bit of citrus. It says it's a refreshing citrus beverage. It doesn't call itself a beer, but I think that's just to try to get a broader audience to it. It smells like citrus, but I would say more of a grapefruitish type of citrus. Well, I guess I had to start somewhere. It's not bad, but it's definitely not my cup of tea. Yeah, it just kind of tastes a little bit like seltzer water. Like I can feel it tingling in my mouth, like the little bubbles and stuff. But it's just kind of weak. It's very. I guess they had to start somewhere. So to the predecessor of the forefather of things like Mike's Hard Lemonade and Smirnoff, it's not bad. I'd recommend it to anybody who likes is it tonic water or something with the alcohol already put into it. But yeah, that's okay. Well, at least now I can say that I've tried Zima. It's only 5% alcohol, but it's already getting me drunk. Guess it's doing its job. Well, that's it for this one. If you guys have any suggestions on what you'd like for me to try next, leave it in the comments below. Oh, earlier in the video, I forgot to mention, you may have seen me go like this around the rim with my finger. The reason I do this is several years ago, I actually found a chip in a glass bottle, and when I put it to my lips, it actually cut my lip, and the piece of glass was in the bottle itself, and thank God I didn't swallow it. So ever since then, I've always, every time I open a glass bottle, run my finger around the lid just to see, because nobody likes swallowing glass. So that's a safety tip from John.